Wakey, wakey, sunshine. It's weigh-in day.
Get that thing out of my face!
Oh my God, what's that green sludge?
You can't say that.
Is that what we're having for breakfast?
Yes, it's delicious.
I hope it tastes better than it looks.
Green goodness.
It looks like squashed peas.
It's chia done in spinach and almond milk.
Jury's out on how it's going to taste.
We just did our weigh-in for the end of week 1, the start of week 2, so it's Monday of our Raw Vegan Challenge. And the results are in, people. Ba, ba, ba. Come and sit down so we can tell everybody. Today on the scales, Neil weighed 74 kilos. Last week on the scales, Neil weighed 77 kilos, which means a loss of
3 kilos, but you're being silly. No, you've got to go right back to the start now, dude.
Man.
We've been through the first week of our Raw Vegan Challenge and using the Matheson method, and the results for the first week are in. We had our weigh-in and our waist measurement, and the results are...
Last week, Neil was 77 kilos on the scales. This week, Neil's 74 kilos on the scales. Yay! So that's a loss of
3 kilos.
That's pretty cool. Well, how do you feel?
I feel pretty good about that.
Next metric is that Neil's waist last week was 90 centimetres, and this week his waist is
89 centimetres. So even though I've lost 3 kilos, I've only lost 1 centimetre around the girth.
That's okay.
But I have really struggled with the food, with gut issues and so forth.
In what way?
Well, there's been a lot of air build up in my tummy from what we've been eating.
After Tuesday's incident, we decided to have 2 raw meals a day and
I
one...
should better explain what after Tuesdays was, because this will be a new video.
Oh, okay. So on Tuesday, I fainted on a client in the clinic, and I put that not down to being so badly, malnutritioned for having one day of raw vegan food because we ate lots. I put it down to the fact that it was the detox happening, and I was sort of hot flushy and everything.
You'd also only run a marathon 8 days before.
Yeah, and I'd run the day before with my son. We did 6K. And yeah, so I was not happy that day. I slept for about 3 hours in the middle of the day and got up, did another massage and just felt crappy. And then the rest of the week, Tuesday night, Wednesday night and Thursday night, I've had a really weird bout of what is termed on Google restless leg syndrome, or what's known as restless leg syndrome, which basically feels like there's fire in your arteries in your legs and it's burning all night. I did a bit of Dr. Googling, and one of the causes of that can be iron deficiency. Now, I know a couple of months ago I was iron deficient and I've been on iron tablets to rectify that, but I have also just done a marathon. I would think that with our new diet starting last week that that would all be taken care of now, because I'm certainly getting a lot of fresh fruit and veg and a lot of leafy greens and a lot of vitamin C. So that was a bit of a dodginess through the week for me. Neil just felt lethargic on Monday and then has had gut issues all week as things sort of clear. Let's say that nicely. Now I feel good. Things are starting to settle a little bit. What we decided to do on Tuesday when that happened, because I had a really big week in the clinic and Neil's at work all week as well, so we had to be able to remain upright. Like, I couldn't be fainting on clients left, right and centre. So we decided just to have 2 raw meals a day and 1 cooked vegan meal a day just for the rest of the week to see how that went. And it seems to have evened things out quite a bit, I think. It means that we can add in things like rice and brown rice and quinoa and sweet potato and all those little goodies that are just a little bit extra carby hit and just a little bit more substantial. Yeah. I mean, we're novices at this. I'm no nutritionist, neither is he, so we're just feeling our way as we go. But so far, today, I feel good. And my results for the week, drum roll please. Last week, I was 61 kilos. Oh gosh, how did that happen? And my waist measurement was 90 centimetres. This week, my weight loss was a little bit disappointing in that I was now 59 kilos this week. So I've only lost 1 kilo. But my waist measurement this week was 85.5, which means that I've lost how much?
4.5 centimetres.
4.5 centimetres. So that's pretty cool. So I don't know what that says about bloating or being maybe gluten intolerant and getting that out of my system or whatever, but that's a pretty big result. So it's quite interesting that we've kind of done the opposite. Neil's lost some kilos, but not much around his waist. And
I'm just wondering whether my weight loss might be a little bit exaggerated from what happened yesterday.
what happened yesterday?
When I ran in the flash suit, and it was quite a warm day, and I did sweat a lot.
Yeah.
So I wonder whether that has helped contribute to.
Quite possibly. Yesterday we did a run to raise some money for some friends of ours who are going through a tough time, and the theme was superheroes, because we're all fighters. And Neil wore a suit that he had hanging up in the wardrobe, and he was dressed as the Flash, and the Flash suit is quite thick and quite heavy, and it was a really warm morning, wasn't it?
30 degrees.
Was it really? Mm-hmm. We only did 10k, but the sweat factor was pretty high. So what's the verdict? How are you feeling in yourself? Apart from...
I think that I'm happy with the first week results. The running's going pretty good. I'm finding the math easier. I'm still having some issues with the diet, the challenge, the food challenge. Only because I always seem to have so much wind in my tummy. So.
Don't say that.
Why?
You're detoxing.
Well, that may be detoxing, but I would have thought that after a week it would have settled down, but it hasn't yet. So, but I'll continue.
Do you feel full? Like, do you feel like you're having enough food?
I'm not feeling hungry. Yesterday morning, late morning, was the first time that I'd felt a little bit hungry, but once I had lunch and everything, it was fine. So it's just the tummy. If the tummy would settle down and I wouldn't feel so like bloated, it wouldn't be so bad. I'd be going really well.
I'm proud of you. You're doing really well. Neil's a meat eater, so...
53 years on this planet as a meat eater.
And he's
change.
suddenly just gone skis. So, and raw vegan for 2 meals.
I wasn't having meat every single day.
No, you weren't, but, a couple of times a week. And have you missed it?
Not really, no.
The other thing that I think is interesting is coming from that day and a half where we were fully raw, then allowing ourselves to have one cooked vegan meal in the middle of the day. We're having it in the middle of the day because that suits our lifestyle. It was amazing. Okay, it's time for breakfast. Cheers.
Yum.
Check it out, guys. I've got some tomato, some zoodles, some corn and some onion in there. Big bowl. And I'm going to pour on there my newfound friend, cashew cream. With dill and spices and garlic and chili and all the good stuff. Pasta made raw. My zoodles were yum.
What zoodles?
My zoodles.
What zoodles?
My dinner, my zoodles.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What rock have you been living under?
What language are you talking? Speaking, whatever. That doesn't. What are you talking about?
What?
Here.
My zoodles.